And we're live. I'm going to go on and make sure that I am on because I always do that every week. I'm just going to refresh here. And in the meantime, in between time, just checking in and seeing how you are. Oh, see it just private to me, so nobody's seeing it right now. But we'll change that. Edit audience.
Boy, it's just like a tech thing right at the beginning of every show. You give everybody a step by step tech walkthrough of how to get your stuff online. It's very
Yeah.
helpful. I really appreciate it.
All right, so now we are actually live and
We
in
were
living.
live all the time.
We were okay.
Were we? We were. Hi, everybody.
Hi everyone, and it is it's good to be back. It's good to
He's
see
back.
you there. Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
Yes, I am back. I mean, can you really be back because of technology? I mean, it's not like back in the old days where you like really gone. You were gone. Saturday noon till Sunday at 6. You call your friends till the discount ends. Like you couldn't talk to people. You couldn't
Right.
connect.
But if it's cold where you are and there's no sand between your toes, then you're definitely back.
Thanks for that reminder. Yes, and I yeah, I'm so torn. I'm so torn because I do love. Here's what I figured out. I don't like leaving. That's all.
Okay.
That's all. I just don't like leaving. I don't mind being somewhere. I like being, not leaving.
Okay.
So I don't know if you remember those days back in your university days where every time I had to leave or you had to leave, I was a total basket case. Like I just cry. It was so embarrassing, but I could not get myself together because leaving, maybe it's my abandonment issues, but leaving was so hard.
Right. And I would try to get you to talk through it and be like, logistically speaking, why are you crying? Like, what is it that you expect? Will we never see each other again? Is that every time you leave, do you think you're never going to see each other again? But then if I was leaving to go to the store, you wouldn't cry. So
Right.
what is it? I still don't know.
And when I left this time, um, my good girlfriend, my sister friend Allie, we had to like work out a plan. We had to be in a public place when I left because yeah, so we were at a sporting event.
Oh,
And I turned to her and I was like, I gotta leave now. And she was like, I know. I'm like, I'm too embarrassed to like break out and cry because everybody was like cheering for the athletes. Couldn't do that. So maybe that's a strategy I need to use. So it's been good. But it's good to be home. It's good to be reconnected. It all of that, and so I just really appreciate all of it. I just do. I'm so happy to be here.
yeah. You know what I appreciate?
What? Oh my gosh. What is that? I have nothing.
Well,
Tell
well,
me.
I appreciate this white oak sorrel flavored rum by Angostura from St. Vincent.
That oh, wait,
Some,
who got you that?
some amazing person who no longer has sand between her toes brought this back for me, and I'm loving it.
Are
Love
you loving it? So
I'm
what are you chasing that with?
chasing. I ain't chasing.
Oh, so that's like
No,
straight like no rocks even? You don't have no
no,
rocks in there?
no, straight no chaser. Now, it's not often because we're supposed to be talking about, glasses, but really this is cups and glasses. So we're going to talk about what's in my cup because I don't
Okay.
always want to give such a big, shout out to any particular thing, but this, oh no, the flavor of it was so wonderful. The first time I had it with ginger ale, and the ginger ale completely obliterated the power of the flavor because the flavor of it is so good. I'm like, I just want to drink it like sorrel. It doesn't need anything at
So
all.
it tastes like sorrel with rum.
And it smells. No, it tastes like rum with sorrel. Like, I'm not saying it's not strong. It's more of a sipping experience. You would not glug this, but the
Right.
flavor of it is so lovely that you really would just want the flavor. So Yeah, I wouldn't make a habit of drinking like straight strong rum all
On
the
a
time.
Tuesday night, on a
On
Tuesday night, no
on
less.
Tuesday night, like somebody who likes ice may like it cold. I don't like my drinks that cold because I find that they distract from what I'm trying to do. Like cold drinks are for like you're thirsty and you're drinking, but sipping, I like it room temperature, and this is tasty. Tasty.
Ooh,
I recommend it.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. Well, I'm so glad you're enjoying that. I knew you would. I had it there. I enjoyed it,
They had
and
other flavors, didn't they? I did not even
we
know
had it.
that Angostura was hitting like this.
So Angostura, just to be clear, I did get it in St. Vincent, which is where I was, but Angostura is Trinidad and Tobago's rum, so I don't want
Yes,
to misrepresent. They
absolutely.
white oak. They had them in passion fruit, coconut, sorrel. I thought the sorrel flavor was so fascinating. So I'm just so excited that you're enjoying it. And if you guys have something that you're sipping on tonight, why don't you throw that in the comments? What are you drinking tonight? It might be for me, my drink of choice, water. Water.
Water. How different could
Water.
two people be?
Right.
Wait, what were those other flavors you said they had? Passion fruit and
Passion fruit, coconut, sorrel. I can't remember the others off the top of my head, but
okay, no
because I know we can already get coconut rum, so it's the first time I ever saw this. So big shout out to my niece in St. Vincent who hipped me to that,
yeah,
Shay,
and
and
and I want to send a shout out too, right? Like I want to send a shout out, speaking of Trinidad and Tobago, to Roma Spencer, who is there right now. And I'm just saying, when you come back for Nyam in June, I wouldn't mind if you just brought a bottle of the passion fruit Angostura rum. I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind,
yes,
you know?
it's some good stuff. It's yummy.
Yeah,
It's very yummy.
I wouldn't
So
mind.
I'm glad you're enjoying that. And so what's up this week? What's been, I mean, I'm back. That's good. I have a strong signal. That's good. What's been up with you this week?
Well, last month with March, and I do make a point of saying that I love March because it's not February, right? Which is not to say that I don't love February, but February, a black woman works hard in these streets, like hard.
But it's women, it's Black History Month, February, then you have Women's History Month, March. So if you're a black woman, you're like hitting those two things. Like
Right.
you're
Well,
you're
March,
you're like
March, you get a little bit of a rest, like just a tiny bit of rest, because I think, well, it's Women's History Month, but at least there are other women who can help share the work. Like, okay, thank you, Asian women, thank you, white women, thank you, like we all kind of, work together on
right,
it
right.
in March. So March is a very good, relaxing month. I had some very exciting shows. I want to shout out Chris Bonaparte, who had a great show, Premium
Oh, that was
Comedy in
good.
Ajax.
Yes, that was
That
nice.
show was so fun. That was my first time performing at a club in Ajax, and the people there came to play. Like we had a great night that night. This past Sunday night, Kenny Robinson had us out at the Nubian show to close out the month at Yuck Yucks. 29 years of the Nubian show and still going strong. So that was really great. And we had our Sunday tea earlier in the month. We got to have a great party that you were here for. We had a cups and glasses party and we threw down. It was great. So it was a very exciting month of different activities.
Nice, nice. Well, that's always good. And it was a joy to be there at that show. I always liked, I'm your biggest fan. So, I mean, what
Yeah,
can I say?
yeah,
I mean, yeah, of course, I thought you were the best comedian on the ticket.
yeah. You want to start fights out here, but I'm just gonna say to all the comedians, I stay humble, and this is my sister, and she thought you were amazing, but she's just going to say this because she raised me.
So, yeah, so in my world, what happened? Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. Thank you, North America. So, I landed um, just before that comedy show that you're talking about. So, I came in on a Thursday, and on that Friday, I came home to about 15 inches of snow. It just started snowing. I was like, really? Is this what we're going to do? Is
Yeah,
this what we're doing?
welcomed you back with open snow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been good. So I've been enjoying that, enjoyed the show. I've been really intentional while I was away, and since I've been back about just being intentional about being intentional,
Okay.
about how I preserve my energy, how I think about just being how to be present, being present. And so I've been loving that for myself and for others. And so, yeah, I'm grateful for that opportunity to be connected, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. So, special events that we're
special.
celebrating.
You start. What am I celebrating? Oh, today. Oh,
Right. Okay. There we go. There we go. Just wait for the penny to drop.
all right. So let's start with yesterday. Yesterday was April 1st. And, you know, January 1st, a lot of people think about it's the start of a new year. But for me, the snow's got to thaw a little bit for me to start off my new year. So yesterday I was like, yeah, happy new year to me because, but there it is also considered April Fool's Day. And I have so many people that are born on this special day. But one particular person always comes to mind on April 1st. And he's an ancestor. And I dare say that if anybody had a hand in influencing the work that we do, it's
Yeah,
this person.
it was
It's
him.
definitely this person. So I'm going to put them up on the screen, and I'm going to tell you a bit about them. His name is Mr. Ronald Jackson, and he was, and that little girl with him is my bestie, Michelle Jackson, one of my best friends from the 5th grade when I moved to Scarborough. Now, what is fascinating about Mr. Jackson was he was our optician.
Yes.
He was the person who, it was the first time that I ever recall. I mean, I wore glasses since I was about 3 years old, but it was the first time that I ever felt empowered to select glasses and to have a choice or a say in glasses fashion. And I was so grateful for that. I was so grateful. And it was funny because we would choose frames. Mom was like, hey, you got to have frames that last you all year. But if you look at our pictures from 1979 all the way through till we came into our own, Mr. Jackson was like fashion. He really knew how to bring glasses fashion. You can see in this picture, even he's rocking
Yeah.
his own set of shades, and he was so good at what he did, and it really stuck with me.
He was a lot of people's optician because he worked in the Scarborough Town Center. I believe he worked at Eaton's. He was it was Eaton's, Simpsons, or the Bay, whichever door we came in, because all the polyester slacks look the same to me. So I can't say for sure
Yeah, it
which
was.
store it was.
Mhm.
But he worked in the mall. And I never saw in those times, we're talking the 1970s, and here's a black man in a position of authority. He was a stylist, a professional expert. He did the math. He talked about the prescriptions. Like, he was really intense. And I remember that he did not treat us any different than the adults in terms of our style. He would shush our mother if she was like, oh, just take that one. He would say no. Now let's look at these different shapes. Look at all of these different options. Let's discuss what you want. And I'm sitting there as like a 7-year-old, 8-year-old girl, like making decisions for myself.
Mhm.
You remember the year of the gold stickers? He always had
Oh, yes.
newest styles. He always had the new, whatever was new in glasses wear, he had it.
Yeah, so there was one year where on my glasses in the far, he asked me which one would bother me less. So it was in this corner of my eye. I had the initial N on my glasses. Okay, and
Yeah.
that was awesome. Like to have your initials. And he said to me, he said, after a while, your eye won't see that; it'll get used to it. So it was a sticker. It was a gold sticker, but it stayed on there. I mean, you could wash your glasses and everything, and the sticker, it was a
Yeah.
calligraphy N on my glasses. Okay, next year, the year after that, he upped his game. The year after that, he actually had my entire name, Nichelle, engraved on in that same area where the sticker was.
Yeah.
I could not believe that. I have yet to see that in this in this millennia,
I've never
you know,
seen it before or since.
or
You know,
since,
since
where
then.
you can literally have your name engraved on your glasses. He did that. This man was an icon. I'm doing this work because he was just so amazing at it. And so I want to wish him a happy ancestral birthday. He left us
Mm.
almost 20 years ago. And it's,
Wow.
yeah, more than 20 years ago. But I'm so grateful that while he was here on the planet, that I had a chance to be part of his village. I mean, so here's the thing about community life back then that I loved. He worked at the mall, but I was best friends with his child, Michelle, and I was always over at his house. So it's like I saw him in a professional setting, but I also got to see him at home. This sense of community was so strong, and to me that's probably why I show up in the world the way that I do, because that mattered then. So huge shout out to him. Huge
Yes.
shout out. So tip of my hat. All right. And up next, in and this is a huge one for us. Um, I want to say that today marks 50 years in the passing of our grandmother. And I'm showing a picture of her in glasses because this is one of the many pictures that we have of her, but this is our paternal grandmother. And
She was
I
styling. She was styling.
she was styling, right? And I've seen those frames in this generation. So when we say things come full circle, but when I was home recently in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I was talking to a gentleman, and I've got to post that video. And he said to me, I said, well, my family's from Chateaubelair, and he said, oh, really? And he said, is your grandmother and I said, Grandma James? And I said, yes. And he went on to tell me how kind, how generous, how awesome she was. Our grandmother was not only a teacher, she was a baker, she was an educator. She opened her home to everyone. She lived during a time where there was another pandemic and people were dying of TB, as they call it back then. And she literally was the glue of her community. And to have been gone for 50 years, but still have people in your community speak your name is a testament to how you lived while you were here.
Yes.
And I met her one time, and I was only 2. So I don't have a consciousness about her, but what I can tell you is that her DNA runs deep. I see her, like, we always think DNA is hair and eye color, but DNA is really in the ways that we show up in the world. When we say we are born anew in each generation, we are born anew in each generation. So she continues to live in you. She continues to live in her great grandchildren and in her son, who is still living and kicking and still around. So today we honor 50 years of her being in the ancestral realm. That's huge. And we still speak her name.
Yes, we do.
Yes. All right. So those are my 2. I just feel so good when we acknowledge our ancestors, because that's whose shoulders we stand on. And that's
Yes.
amazing. So yeah.
So
So with that all said, let's get down to business.
yes. So as Kija so eloquently spoke of the snow, despite all of the snow and this surprisingly cold weather and the rain today and the fact that it might snow again on Thursday, despite all of that, it's spring.
Oh, but wait. We got one other news thing before we get to that.
We do?
Yes, we have
Okay.
one current event. So
Okay.
next Monday there is going to be a full solar eclipse, and I
Yes,
think
the
it's
sun
important
is
to talk.
coming out. The sun is out. It's spring.
It's spring, right? But a full solar eclipse. This will not happen again full until 2099. I dare say I won't be here for the next one.
I
All
might.
right, talking about ancestors, I might, but
I might.
I ain't gonna be cute about it. Um, so that being said, um, there's been a lot of angst about the solar eclipse because your eyes can get damaged if you look at it. That's just straight up and down. If you look at the solar eclipse, your eyes can be damaged. So I know that you
Permanently
permanently
damaged.
damaged. Not like, hey, I looked up and it's cool. No, hey, I looked up and I've got my retinas burned. And I'm just saying it what it is, right? And so I know that schools are closed in Ontario, and we are actually going to see the solar eclipse. But if you're going to look at it, I know your thing is just don't look at it.
I'm like,
But
do not look at it.
if you're going to look at it, you need to have special glasses. So once I put these on, I'm not going to be able to see you, so I'm just going to be talking. But these are the solar eclipse glasses. Now, there are a lot of scammers out here who are selling solar eclipse glasses that will not protect your eyes. If you want to know which brand of solar eclipse glasses you should get and what you should be looking for, you want to go on NASA's website, nasa.gov, and they will tell you exactly. But one of the things that you should be looking for is that it conforms to meet and transmission requirements of 12312-2. 123-12-2. Okay, those are the numbers, and they should say ISO certified right here.
Where did you get those from?
um Bomani got these months ago, and so I can find out where he got them from and put them in the comments. But I'm going to put them on, and I'll tell you, once you put them on, I can't see anything. So what this is basically welders, what you find in welders material. So when I'm looking at the screen, I can't see my hand in front of my face. I can't see the computer screen. I can't even see the light that's in here. So this, if you shine a flashlight in front of this, the flashlight shouldn't be bright enough you should just see like a small light, but it has to be ISO certified, and it should have the numbers 12312-2. And please make sure you check on the NASA website to make sure that you're getting them from a reputable company.
Yes.
That's the only way that you can safely look up to the sun, because even 10 seconds can burn your retinas. So because this is an eyewear show, we talk about eyes. I want to just put that out there as a public service announcement.
Yes, that's very important. And when we talk about burn your retinas, it's not like a sunburn, right? So we're not
No.
just talking about eye pain. We're talking about vision loss.
Vision
When your
loss.
retinas are burned, you will actually see, depending on how big the burn is, it can be like a burn spot that's just in your eye as you look around for the rest of your life. But sometimes they can be so badly burned that it will block your entire vision. Do not fool around with this.
Do not
We have
fool
so
around with it.
we have so many warnings here, in the media, basically saying don't just go and pick them up for 99 cents at any
No, no.
grocery store or corner store. A lot of people are going to be going to Niagara Falls to see the eclipse. Do not just buy them from anyone. You have to get them from a certified, reliable source.
Yeah. And so, and that's the other thing is, yeah, get them. And your sunglasses are not enough.
Your sunglasses are not even
Your
close to enough.
sunglasses, if you say, oh, I have the ultraviolet, not enough. No, 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 no. Okay, so let's be clear. All right. Um, this is a different kind of eclipse as well. It's a full eclipse. So I've put it in the thread there that these are what you're looking for. So you should be seeing, hopefully, you're seeing my comment there. All right. Whew. So just wanted to get that out of the way. And that's
I
Monday.
think some of us will just be staying at home and watching it on TV. I mean, our schools are closed. We've been instructed to stay inside. They're making sure to keep kids at home so that they don't accidentally be outside playing in the backyard and just look up at the sun. I hear there's a lot of that going around with politicians down there. You never know. So,
Yeah,
yeah, protect your eyesight, protect your kids, protect your pets. So keep them inside.
yeah,
If you don't,
yes.
if you don't have proper eye protection, keep them inside, and I'm sure it'll all be on YouTube in no time.
Now I know this has nothing to do with this show, but you see the steam right here on
Kind
my
of. I thought it was a shine. What's up?
having a hot flash. It's like there's literally steam coming out of my face. Woo! Welcome
Your own
to the
personal
50s.
summer, and we
My
haven't even gotten to spring yet.
I'm just sitting here minding my own business, having an entire hot flash. Like there's literally steam on my glasses.
Wow.
Wow, that was a lot. I'm shiny. All right.
All
It
right.
says
So,
we have a few comments. So Monique says, "Wow." DB says, "Where did you get those? I want a pair." I'll find out from Bomani and let you know. I put the ISO certification number that's in the comments there. Tried this once before, made it from a box, didn't see squat, but that segment was
I
yo.
remember hearing about that when I was a kid. How you could make it with a
The
box.
box. I heard that too. No, no, let's not. Not when you know better, like my sister Maya said, when you know better, you do better, right?
Yeah.
And Monique Taylor says, "Thank you for giving us information. Should people who have eye surgery just not try to look at the event? And nobody should be looking at. Nobody should be looking at it, whether you have eye surgery or not. You should not be looking at it. And if you're concerned, just don't. If
Yeah.
you're concerned, just don't. But nobody should be looking at it with the naked eye. They just
Naked
should.
eye at all. Like
I
not
mean,
even like just a glimpse. Like don't do
you can
that.
be naked, but you shouldn't be
But
looking at it with your naked eye.
right. So you can be naked, but you should have protective eyewear.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. All
Not
right. Woo, let's get this hot flash through.
yeah. What did all that naked talk make you have another hot flash?
Woo. All right. So now we're on to spring. Like that was there's a lot of news happening in glasses and eyes and all sorts of stuff and ancestors. Like we just have it's like a newscast for eyes.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
really excited about spring.
I am too.
Telling myself that the weather's going to get warm, and when the weather gets warm, the outfits get fly, and the eyewear has to be ready to meet the challenge that is spring fashion.
Spring fashion.
So I don't know about you, but I've got some amazing picks. I got some really fun picks in my top 5 for
Top
this week.
5?
Top 5 for this week. I've got
Ooh, okay.
some fun, but let's talk about the pair that you're wearing right now.
Like these, I love these glasses. They are and usually I love these glasses because they're the shape is fire. Like the shape is a classic cat eye squared, but I love where they sit on my cheeks. I love that they give me a nice brow. They're a beautiful ombre, and I decided to dress my look up tonight with, like a monochromatic. So I have lavender on my clothing. I have my lip bar lip, and I have these purple. A lot of people said this shape reminds them of a it's Ray-Ban has a style like this, but I'm not up too much into like
Name brands. I
to
don't
name
know.
brands, but this style is amazing. Now, what I love about these frames too is I love the detail on the side. Can you catch that? Can you catch that?
Yes.
So it has a cutout
Yeah.
here, and it has this chunk right here, and so it's just a really solid pair of glasses. And guess what? I just got some of these in. They're in stock.
They are in stock. They
They're
are
in
available.
stock. In this, I have them in this color, and I have them in a really. What would you call that other color?
I
That
call it a dark floral,
a
right?
dark floral.
Yeah, it's not tortoise. It's more of like a deep blue brown floral. I love it.
I love that.
I have that pair myself.
And I also have it in like an army green. I call those my camping glasses. And so it is a classic style. It is a classic style of shape of glasses, and I love them. So let's talk about your pair that you're rocking tonight.
Oh well, this pair, this fun pair I have on here is a butterfly shape. So if I take them off, you can see that it's actually shaped
Ooh,
like a butterfly's wings. And they're supposed to be a kind of tortoise, but they're like a blue and orange and clear speckled look. So they're not really tortoise because tortoise is technically brown, but I find that there are a lot of imaginative ways now that people are combining colors in a kind of tortoise pattern with different colors. And I like these because they're also metal. They've got metal at the sides and metal details. So they're very neutral, but also very fun.
those are nice. I love the shape. I love a butterfly shape. I love unique shapes. And so yeah, those look really well. And I love where they're sitting for you. You know, that's important to me. When I think about fit, I always think about, can I do this? What's the fit like? How does it fit behind my ears? Those are the comfort points. So the comfort points for me are behind my ears, on the bridge of my nose. That's really, really important in terms of fit. So
Comfort is
yeah,
number one. Doesn't matter
comfort.
how good they look. If they're not comfortable, you will not wear them because you will have a headache or a nose ache or an ear ache. So there are so many styles you can choose from. There are many ways that you can look good. So it may not be exactly the pair that you wanted. If it doesn't fit well, you got to go with something else.
Exactly, exactly. They're like a pair of bad. Like there's nothing worse than having like tight high heels. I had a pair. I went to see Lettucey the other night, and I had on a pair of shoes that were not a good fit. And I'm telling you, I was not. Number one, I wasn't cute with it, and number two, like I just had to. It was bad. Mm-mm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so glasses can be like that too.
Yes. All
Yes.
right. So what's your pick number one? So we're doing our top five spring into spring pairs of
Oh,
glasses.
wow. Oh, where do I
Spring pairs,
start? Where do
frames,
I start?
pairs.
Okay. Okay. So let me see. I'm going to start with a very fun pair. I'm going to kick us off with a fun pair. Okay.
Are you trying to say that they're fun? I don't know. I think you're being a little bit vague about it.
Now, you guys know how much I love to spend time in an art gallery. I love art. I love art.
I don't know
And
where this is going.
I, stay with me. And so with this pair, I love the artsy look about it. It screams, it's giving Easter. So I love the pink arms. I love that the art extends to the sides here. But look at that art.
Wow.
Look at that art. That is artistic. This I would rock with anything, but I love this chartreuse. It looks like it's a canvas.
That's
And
like a statement pair. What color are the arms?
the arms are a light pink, and on the
Ooh,
inside they're pink as well. Can you see that? Yeah, right here they're pink, and they're an ombre. So you got a white going to pink. They are Easter and spring and fun. Look at that. Aren't those yummy? They're yummy. I mean, these are a statement piece. You've got brown, you've got red, you've got chartreuse, you've got eggplant, you've got purple and blue and peach. You've got everything. You've got all the colors. And they're like a deconstructed rainbow.
you know what I like about those is that the shape is so basic, right?
Basic.
Not in a bad way, but you can have crazy shapes and you can have crazy colors and sometimes both. But this one is a very easy on the eye shape with crazy color,
Right.
So it's not too much.
It's not too much. I love these frames. I love I love the shape. I love the frames, and they are just a lovely, lovely pair of artwork. This I would definitely say is a statement piece. Definitely a statement piece.
I
And
would
like I said, I love how the art extends to the arms.
I would really recommend those for anybody who has like a front facing service job where it's your job to really bring joy into people's day. Like if I worked as a if I served coffee If I were if I was getting my coffee in the morning, I would love to see somebody in a pair of glasses like that just so that I could strike up a conversation. Or you work at the post office, or you're a teacher or a college professor.
Oh my
I
gosh.
would wear glasses like that because you just know when you see somebody like that that it's going to be fun.
They're joyful. They're just joyful. They're
Yeah.
joyful. I mean, yes, just yeah, I love these. So that's my first pick. That's my first pick.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to match you. I'm going to match you because I was going to start with something a little more neutral, but if we're starting all the way live with the colors, I have a really interesting pair which is both bold in color and bold in shape, and that is these colorful aviators.
Ooh, I love those.
They are big. They are a combination of black, pink, blue, and orange, and they are fun. I wore a pair. I wore this similar pair, in the last show that I did at the Nubian show. So yeah, it's like great for the stage, great for the sidewalk. Like they are just so big. When you come into a room in these,
Oh yeah. Now that shape is everything. Fun aviators. Because here's the thing about aviators. When you usually see aviators, you don't get bold. Aviators are generally a shape that we associate for pilots and men.
yeah,
I don't know.
and
And
policemen
so
like
you'll see them in
serious
yeah,
cops.
yeah, you see them in metal, you see them in gold or silver, that's traditional. But to see an aviator shape with bold color, that's rich. That's
Yeah.
really rich.
We
I'm
are
loving that.
taking back the aviator, and this is a good unisex pair. Like a sister can rock these, a brother can rock these. Like I rocked these with a black t-shirt, a made by Seiko black t-shirt. If you don't have a made by Seiko shirt, you need to get yours. Find him on
MBS.
Made by Seiko. I'll put the link in the comments. But I had a Made by Seiko, made for NOJ t-shirt and a black leather jacket and jeans with these. It was great. It was a great look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I like those. So
That's my
nice, nice
number one.
choice. Nice choice
Boom.
for number one. And since we brought so much color with that first pair, I'm going to go. I'm gonna take it. I'm
Take
gonna
it down.
take it down.
Down. Like when you were a teenager and you would say, take it down 1,000.
1,000.
Mhm.
But these, I'm taking it down 1,000. So I take it down 1,000 and I pick it back up. Okay, I pick it back up.
Okay.
And so this pair is, I chose them because I thought it was just so fascinating that Mr. Jackson was wearing this shape in that picture, and I loved them for that. And so I went with this pair, which is a square, very neutral. It's a champagne color,
Yes, champagne. Can see that.
very
Yeah.
nice. It's a very solid frame with gold accents and a nice nose bridge. I like where these sit on my face. And so let's go.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. So I'm taking it down, but you can see the pop. You can see the pop. Like, boom. That square stands out.
So it's not all the colors, but it's one neutral color with what I see as a bold shape.
A bold shape, a neutral color, and the shape is not compromised by the arms because the arms are hiding. Everything is sort of neutral there, but that pop is that neutral. And I like these.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Almost don't want to take them off. All right. So
So
that's my choice too.
my second pair I chose because like your first pair was available in stock, but the butterfly glasses that I have on are unfortunately not available. So I thought, why can't I find a nice butterfly to showcase that's kind of a bold shape but a neutral color? And for that, I found, because spring makes me think of green, and
Mm.
green makes me think of money, and money makes me think of gold. So I found these nice clear
Oh,
green and gold butterflies.
I like that. So is that green on the side? I like that.
That
It makes
is green on the sides, green goes into the arm, and it's a clear green. So again, very neutral. It doesn't like it doesn't overpower. Like you
Right.
could wear a green glasses like this with any color, like a nice crisp white shirt, you know.
I
You could
like
wear
that.
it with a patterned shirt, you know, it doesn't matter because it doesn't overpower the look.
And it's actually popping the green out in your shirt. So even though the green is transparent, it's raising that shirt. And I like that pattern. I
Yes.
like the pattern that the it's like a double line.
Yeah,
Is
double
that a
wide.
cutout? Is that a cutout?
Yes, it is a cutout.
Oh, okay. So there's cutouts in the whole. Wow,
Yep,
that's
in the
beautiful.
bottom, in the nose, and the bridge. Now, I will say for us, for my shape of size of face, I find they're a little bit wide. Like I can push the arms in for comfort and it will stay. But if your face is wider than mine, this would be a really comfortable pair of glasses.
Nice. Those are
Yeah,
nice.
for a thin face, you got to push it in a little bit. It's not as secure. But if your face is just a little bit wider, or maybe even a lot wider, this would be a very comfortable pair.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes, thank you. So
All
green and
right.
gold, butterfly.
Butterfly. All right. So I'm going to go with a classic cat eye. Again, I'm sticking with spring colors because, but I sometimes think when we think spring, we think bold and out there, kind of like my first pair, which is really jumping off. But you can have a lot of nice color muted. And so this next pair, I love, first of all, I love the arms, I love the color. There's color
Wow.
inside the frame. There's color. So we call this color what? Magenta. So the arms are magenta. And then there's just the color, how they've blended these together. And
That's
so
matte.
it's very muted, a muted set of colors. So you already you have blue and purple and chartreuse, the same combination set of colors that we saw in my first frame, but when we put them together on this frame, they are very muted and they lift colors. So you can still see that it's a nice contrast for my lips, nice contrast with what I'm wearing for clothes tonight. And that magenta is just really, really beautiful.
Very nice.
I
Yeah,
like this.
I really like that. And I find it's interesting that regardless of what you're wearing, it pulls the color. Like if I was to wear a pair like that, the yellow would probably find the orange more
Exactly.
in my shirt. This is finding the purple and the lavender and the deep purple in your shirt.
Absolutely. And these are lines. So what I find when I wear a cat eye and the cat eye has horizontal lines, I find that it lifts. It lifts for me as well. So it's a nice lift in terms of color as well.
Very nice.
Well,
I
thank you.
like it. So my third choice is a bit of a four-way because it has like similar to yours with a lot of different colors. This has four different colors as well. This is a squared cat eye that has pink, a little tortoise at the side, clear in the middle, mother of pearl on the sides.
Nice.
So this is a combination that is not doing too much, but it is at the same time doing a lot, like it's not the biggest combination of colors, but the fact that it's four things at once is really very interesting.
I love that tortoise on the side. Oh, wow. Very nice. Actually, the clear actually is floating. They look like a floating pair of brows.
Yeah, yes, I find that they do. So it's both a cat eye and a brow line at the same time.
Yes, really, really nice. And again, it's giving spring. It's giving spring.
And it's so funny that I tend to like my glasses to be a foil for my outfit. So I think I would wear this with like a severe navy blue suit or something like that, where the clothing is serious, but the eyewear is very unserious.
Right. And it pops.
And it,
Nice.
yes.
Definitely nice. Love that.
Oh yeah, nice spring action in the arms too. Talking about spring, the way the arms just snap in and snap out. Spring
Yep.
action for spring.
Love that. Love that. All right. So up next for me, I mean, what was that? 3?
Yeah, now you're going to number 4.
Okay. this is a unique shape. Now, in terms of the color palette, very similar. I find that the frames that I've chosen tonight are very similar in terms of color palette. And so this has, again, not a magenta arm. This is definitely purple. This is
Oh,
definitely
that's
purple. This is definitely what do you call this? You know, prima donna. This is definitely giving matching the prima donna here, but it's a teal. It's a metal frame. And metal frames are uniquely different, the way they sit and the way they pop. And this is a beautiful frame.
my
The shape,
goodness.
I know the
Are those
shape.
cutouts?
These are cutouts. They are, you're seeing a little bit of, again, chartreuse and blue and green. And yeah, the outline of the frame up close is purple. And then you've got teal and chartreuse and mocha. Mocha.
Mocha.
So this color here is a mocha, which is why this frame is lovely on my melanin. You know, it's complementing everything. And this shape is not a classic cat eye, it's a rounded cat eye. So
But
I
yet it's
love,
round too. For so if anybody likes a traditional circular pear, could still get away with those because of what it's doing on the inside. So it's
exactly.
round with a little extra.
Right. And so again, for me, I like frames that draw attention this way. And so it does that. It does that. It's a beautiful frame. It's a beautiful metal frame. Classic.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my pair number 4 is like a just all the way out there, where you have
Ooh.
some pairs that are just like a classic big bold 1960s circular Jackie O or somebody like that type pair, probably more than Jackie O. I can't say, I wasn't there, but as soon as I saw these, I was like, I love these. This is a bold, round
Ooh. Yes.
1960s. Maybe Eartha Kitt would have worn something like this, like just really unapologetically big. These would make great sunglasses, great transition sunglasses if that's what you're into. But I love these. I love the color. I love the unapologetic nature of the color. But when I put these on, I'm like, it's
Oh,
spring, it's summer. I'm walking into the room and all eyes are on me.
all eyes are on you.
Look a bit like a superhero.
You do.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
And the thing about these is that they're very light. They're big, but they're light and they're so comfortable. Like they really hug to the head. I don't have to make any adjustments. Behind the ear, they sit nicely. I like the thick
I
arm.
was
Like
gonna say I love that thick arm.
I love a thick arm. And I would probably wear this with my hair out. I would wear this with a fro. Like I would just comb it all the way out and let the circular theme just continue. Orange is one of my favorite colors, and I love it. I love how it pops on the skin. I love it.
I really love that pair. And again, you're rocking the you're rocking that orange shirt. Like everything you've tried on tonight has somehow, I know they've been different colors, but somehow they just seem to work. And and a lot of times people are like, oh, they feel like they have to match
No,
their outfits. No, you don't have to. The glasses will find what it needs to in your outfit. You're
exactly.
good. You're good.
And what you'll
Um,
find more than anything is compliments. That is what you will find.
yes, yes.
Yes.
And
Can
for an
you
old
help?
girl like me, I need all the ones I can get.
Stop
Dor-
it.
Dorothy says, that orange is popping. Go, darling Nikki. A girl named Nikki, I bet you can say she was. Okay, sorry. I had to pull out a little Prince. I am wearing purple tonight.
Okay, fair. I'll allow that.
She
Growing
says you
up,
look like a dreamsicle.
yes,
Okay,
girl.
I have a confession to make about dreamsicles. Wendy's is offering like this little like creamsicle orange and today when we talk about ancestors, we also have to honor our Kathy. And Kathy used to love the dreamsicle. And so yesterday I had one because I was thinking about her. So I just want to put that out there.
Nice to have an excuse.
Yeah.
And
So
isn't it a creamsicle or do they call it a dreamsicle in the States?
I think it's a creamsicle. Maybe they call it a dreamsicle. Uh,
We call it a creamsicle here.
we did. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right. So for my last pair, this is this is a total departure. When we say things don't have to match, sometimes like what I'm wearing tonight is an African print on my clothing. And sometimes when I'm wearing something that's African attire, I like to kind of stick with that theme. Not necessarily in color, not necessarily in shape, but I like to carry that theme through my eyewear. So tonight's frame for my last frame will again sort of give a nod to my African heritage. And so I'm choosing this frame that I love it. The more I look at it, the more I realize there's so much detail to this. So this is my print here. You can see that when I say I'm wearing a print, this is a print. This is a nice green frame. It's a black frame. The detail is beautiful, and there's a clear coating. So it's like you've got the fabric and then a clear coating over that print.
I get it.
Really, really beautiful coating over the print. So this is meant to pop the pattern. You see that? So
Yes.
again, it's not purple, but it doesn't have to be. We are working with patterns and textiles, and one of the things that we've always done as people as African people is we have been rich in patterns and style, and I love this frame for that. I love how it's giving that richness, that cultural richness.
That would make a good everyday pair too. Like
It
it's the
is.
fact that it's black, it's not too much and only at the top, so it's both a cat eye and a brow line
Absolutely
combination.
love this frame. So just and I love like if you look at the bottom here, it's outlined in white. So
Oh,
it's got it's just a
all
rich,
along the
rich
edges. I didn't see that.
yes, all the way around. It's a really and the way the nose bridge sits, it's such a beautiful frame. So let me just show you that up close.
Very nice.
Thank you.
It's so funny that you would choose something with that color for your last pair because for my last pair, I was looking for something, kind of not as out there as the orange pair because I know the orange pair is not going to be for everybody because you have to have a lot of confidence to wear something like that and be out there in the streets looking, all crazy and fun. But I thought, wouldn't it be great if there was a more neutral shape, but with a similar bold color for spring? So this was one of my favorite pairs that I chose for this season. And it is a wonderful chartreuse green cat eye with very nice spring arms for spring with gold and a little mint green behind the ear, mint green
Oh,
details. So
nice. You
chartreuse,
always
gold,
choose
and green.
you always choose something similar for the end. That's
I know,
great.
how does that? We don't even know what we're picking, and yet we always seem to end up on the same wavelength.
Oh, and again, it's pulling the color from the arm of your shirt. Yeah, I love that. I love that frame. Now, is that a matte frame or does it have a gloss to it?
It has a gloss to it. It's definitely shiny. But I think this color, it's bold but yet still neutral,
Still
right?
neutral. You
I would
still
wear this with a turtleneck and a pair of jeans, with a jacket, with a dress. Like it's not too dressy and the shape is very simple, but it's just the color that says, here I am.
love that. I love that. I love that shape. So let's rewind.
Let's rewind.
So, pair number one for you and for me.
Crazy in the color.
Absolutely.
All right, pair number two.
Pair number two.
Taking it down 1,000,
1,000.
maybe 999.
Pair number three.
Color combinations.
Yes.
Yes.
Pair number four.
My pair number four is all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
And similar shapes.
Yes, similar shape. Right. So this is,
Didn't catch that.
variations on the round theme.
That's right.
Yes.
And last but not least, again, similar color for spring.
For
It's all
spring.
about green. You said earlier when we put our promo out, you said that, spring is about, resurgence, things coming to life, things
Metamorphosis.
moving, metamorphosis, change, and growth. And so, I hope that as you connect with us to figure out what you want to do next in eyewear, that's the spirit that we hope that you step boldly into. That's so important. That's so important to step into what you would want to do. We have some exciting dates coming up, a few events planned on the horizon, so we're excited about that. But you can always find us at www.cupsandglasses.ca, and you can find me at Openly Gray Life. You can schedule a personal consultation where I will come to you, and you can also have us come to your office, to your coffee shop, to your what do they call those things at apartment buildings, like those little rooms?
Rooms.
They're rooms. We
Yeah.
can come anywhere. We will bring our curated collection to you. And I mean, we showed you 5 frames tonight, but I can't even do the math. We have a beautifully curated collection that we will find you the perfect fit. And so, hey, just wanted to say that. Just wanted to thank you for joining us tonight. Let
Yeah.
me go back to our comments, make sure I didn't miss anybody.
Want to reiterate it is what it is that we're offering to you. Hey, Ali. So
Hey, Ali.
remember, you can go on, you can find us on Instagram. You can go to our website. You can book a consultation. You can book a party where you can get together with your friends. Right now, we're serving the greater Metro Detroit area. We're serving the greater Toronto area, including Brampton, Durham, like Peel region, York region, we got you, right? And I also want to shout out some of the clients that we've had recently. I want to shout out Desiree and her crew with all the great new frame picks that they chose. And I want to shout out Tova, who we just saw on Monday with 2 new great picks ready to go for spring. So we want to see you. Reach out to us.
Reach out to us. And yeah, don't be embarrassed. We work with you. We want it, like, and I know you see us in a lot of wild stuff, but we got something for everybody, every style. We've got you. We've got you. Trust
Even the
us.
guys, especially the guys.
Especially the guys. We do
The guys
have
that are like, oh, don't you have anything for the man? We do. We have a lot. So reach out.
reach out. So that being said, I want to honor your time. I want to thank you again for tuning in with us. We will be here next week at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the meantime, stay on our socials. Check out what we have coming through the week. We'll be posting a few things, and we'll catch up with you next week. So with that, just want to say thank you to my partner in crime. Wait, where are you? Right there. And have an amazing week. Don't forget, be safe. Next Monday is the big day, so we're not going to see you before then, but we will see you after. And we want to be able to see you, and we want you
Yes.
to be able to see us. So
So
make sure you get your solar glasses if you plan to look. All right. Have a great night, everyone.
good night.
Peace.